Grace and peace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. To you, parishioners of St. Anne's Church especially, I'm Father Jovita Ho. I'm the newly appointed parish priest of St. Anne's Church by His Grace Archbishop William Goh with effect from 1st of August 2020. I was ordained in the year 2013 in the Church of Christ the King on the memorial of St. Teresa Avila. And during my ordination, His Grace reminded me one of the sayings, a simplified saying of St. Teresa Avila. Jovita, like what St. Teresa said, think less, love more. Not don't think, but think less, but love more. And as we love, God will give me the capacity to think for His people. On behalf of the entire parish, firstly, I want to thank Father Francis Lee for being the shepherd of this parish for the last 9 years. Father Francis will be retiring and he'll be residing at Queen of Peace Church. We wish him all the best and also God's choicest blessings upon him as he continues ministry in his own unique manner. It is a very tough time, actually, to take over as parish priest, especially with COVID-19. However, being a church historian myself, I don't see this really as a stoppage for us to grow, but rather as we enter into this new normal, as how media have been telling us, it is really about a pause, not a long pause, but a short pause, for us to truly reflect who we are, and where we are going to. As most of you will be aware, here in St. Anne's Church, we resumed Mass since 2 weeks ago. And while everyone is excited about resumption of Mass, I think resumption is a good thing, but more than resume, it is really about renewing. So let us not just resume, but renew. And this renewal word has been going through me, as I have been walking around the church grounds and meeting people. And I asked the Lord, where is this renewal that you desire of? And I think the answer is that the renewal be in the liturgical life of the people. We renew people also in the spiritual life. We renew people in the intellectual life. And we renew people in the very buildings that we live in. Thus, my prayer as I enter into this parish is really that of renewal. So I invite you, brothers and sisters, that as we enter into this season, where it's a season that the Lord is asking us for our lives continually to really enter into this mystery that He is calling us into. I ask you first and foremost to pray with me and for me, as well as with Father Albert, that we can take the parish to the depths that the Lord desires so deeply of each one of us. It is true, it is not easy. But loving has never been easy, even for us as priests and for you as well. But nonetheless, the Lord will give us the grace to pursue this way of holiness, this way of community that He desires each and every one of us. So renewal, I can foresee there will be basically a few ways. Firstly, as I mentioned, we renew the liturgical life of the church. Knowing that why we are here for Mass, that is not just simply a resumption, but a call for us to renewal. There will be a renewal too of the intellectual formation of the church. Faith always is seeking reason. And this is very important for us as Catholics, so that besides that devotional part of our lives, which is good, it is also important for us to have that part of our lives to understand what we believe. There's also the renewal of the community. The renewal of the community that we know that we are church. We are all, unity only exists because there's diversity. But yet in that diversity that St. Anne's Church is in, whether it be in a language group, in nationalities, or in races, whatever it may be, it is precisely in this diversity that we can find a unity in expression. And lastly, the renewal of the building. It may seem weird, Why am I asking about renewal of the building? All of us take care of our own house. And the house of God is also the place that we need to make it our own, and also take care of it. So there will be areas in our church buildings and our church compounds that need renewal. And that renewal is not just for aesthetic purposes, but is to help us to lift our minds to God, to help us to improve ourselves, to help us improve our sense of belonging. So brothers and sisters, once again, as I come to the end of this introduction video, I invite you to pray with me and for me, and also pray with me and for Father Albert. These are indeed times that we might be a bit stretched. So we seek your pardon and your forgiveness if we have acted less than what we ought to be. But nonetheless, pray with us and for us, that we may truly be shepherds after the heart of Jesus Christ, that we may truly become a real apostle of Jesus Christ as we enter into this great mystery that the Lord is presenting to us in this current situation. So I'll end off by quoting the words of Mark's Gospel, "Arise, let us be on our way. Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever."